Bixi is Montreal's public bike sharing service. It has been around since 2009 with solid spatial coverage, but we need to understand coverage over time. Specifically, how demand changes by season across districts, where summer peaks occur, where usage stays steady, and where surges create pressure. I'm Carla, and Evan, our data analyst, will walk us through this using the Nakisa Decision Intelligence platform, NDI.
Hi, Carla. All right, let me start a new chat with NDI using Bixi's usage data for 2024. Let's start by getting a global view of Bixi usage. I ask NDI to render a 3D bar chart showing trip volume per district across months. This should help visualize seasonality.
This is great. It shows the big picture very quickly. Can we make the colors a little more meaningful and make the chart bigger?
Absolutely. I'll adjust the color scheme so that the most extreme values are unmistakable. Let's ask NDI to only use different shades of blue and that the highest peaks should be red. Now the top volume spikes across the entire year, regardless of district or month, show up in bold red. Let's also make the chart full screen.
Perfect. Now we can instantly see the true outliers. Looks like Plateau Mont Royal has some of the most riders, and we can even see increased usage in July and September. This could be due to peak travel season or even people using Bixi to go back to school and classes. Glad to see data backing up our guesses. I feel like raw volumes isn't telling the whole story. Some districts naturally have more riders. I want to compare seasonal shape, not size.
Good observation. Let me normalize the monthly volume for each district by its annual total so we can compare patterns proportionally. I'll ask NDI to sum the total trip volume for each district, normalize each month's trip volume using the total yearly volume, and generate the chart again.
That's great. We can easily compare ride behaviors for all districts, even though some naturally have more total rides volume. Here we can easily isolate specific districts like St. Julie, where demand actually spiked. I'll note this down for future improvements. For next quarter, we're only focusing on priority corridors. I'd like to narrow the view to specific districts.
Sure, I'll use NDI to build an interface where we can pick any combination of districts and instantly generate the same 3D visualization. Let me ask NDI to generate an interface where I'm able to pick districts, and it will generate the same charts, but for only those districts. Perfect. Which districts would you like to focus on?
Let's go with Plateau, Rosemont, and Ville Marie. That's amazing. This workflow answered every angle of the question. We saw absolute peaks, relative seasonal swings, district-specific patterns, and extreme demand events. This gives us a grounded basis for planning seasonal staffing, rebalancing, and peak season expansions. All of this in just a few minutes. Thanks, Evan.